Hello everyone, I'm Eddie V. Welcome to the channel, and today, welcome to my talking nonsense edition. Psych, just kidding. I'm not gonna be talking nonsense. I'm actually gonna be talking some good facts. So let's get on with the video. Alright guys, so we all know that we as car guys, we usually have a job outside of the car world. Some of us don't. Some of our big YouTubers, their job is literally YouTube. But we still have a job outside. Even as car guys, we have a job outside. Just think about it. You're a car guy, but if you do YouTube, that's a job. You're a car guy, you're a mechanic, that's a job. For me, I'm a truck driver. Still a car guy, but I'm also a truck driver. So yeah, we all have jobs outside of the car world. Because how else are we gonna afford those car parts and cars and upgrades, right? So I've been a car guy for a very long time, probably since I was a little toddler, probably. But I really got into cars when I moved to South Carolina, and my friend had a 135i that just was tuned. It was just a simple JB4, but it felt fast. Okay, I've never been anything that fast before, so I became a car guy. And as I'm going through the years, I had McDonald's, all kinds of jobs. I tried to be a manager, places. I wanted to get as close as possible. Tried to either own a nice car, modify my current Mazda that I still have. That's a work car. And I also tried to think, wait a minute, what better way to enjoy the car world by being close to the car without actually owning it? Guys, how I did that was I became a car salesman at Acura. And the Acura dealership is McDaniel's Acura. Now, I am not going to be bashing in McDaniel's or McDaniel's company or McDaniel's Acura at all. This is just from my experience of Acura dealerships as a whole, because this technique applies in all Acura dealerships. So yes, guys, I was a car salesman at McDaniel's Acura of Columbia. And for the most part, the people were nice. I had good bosses and everything like that. Just some things tied in into me actually getting fired because of sale numbers. And yes, if I personally did not make these mistakes, I probably would have been a good salesman. But, you know, we make mistakes, and what leads us to what we do today, what we are doing today. For example, I was trying many things, and I still ended up being a truck driver. So it was just not meant for me to be a salesman. Yes, I could probably sell you something. Well, guys, here are the reasons why you should not work at an Acura dealership. And the guys that actually do work at an Acura dealership are, one, either just there because they're almost ready to retire and they just want to have some kind of little hustle, little income that they can enjoy. Or two, they are actually managers, sales managers that got hired from another dealership that's not Acura and are actually at top, and they really don't need to sell a car to have an income there. And three, it's actually the guys that worked their butt off and made it to the top are making money as sales managers. But what I'm talking about, guys, is the guys that are just starting off as salespersons, trying to make a living, and they're trying to make it to the top, or they're just trying to be a salesman and sell 20 cars. Which, by the way, is not happening at an Acura dealership unless you're selling a whole bunch of used Civics, the used cars that have been traded in. And guys, here's the reasons why why you should not work at an Acura at an Acura dealership in sales as a salesman as your first sales gig with cars. Not sales in general, but sales gig with cars. Reason number one, guys, is the fact in almost all Acura dealerships, all of the offices are not offices. So let me explain. If you go to a Subaru dealership, you have offices where you come and do a business deal or a transaction of buying the car, and you have a conversation across the table to actually conduct the transaction of buying a car, negotiating. And you kind of feel in the office, you feel, you know, like, okay, I'm in this guy's place, I'm going to respect him and everything like that. But in Acura, they don't have offices. They have open tables. It's just like a coffee table, and whoever's there can sit there. It can literally be transaction done at the area, waiting area for your service. That to me, guys, as a salesperson, made it horrible, because if I had an office, I would feel like I am in control of the situation. I can get these guys to buy a car. But when I don't have the office, who has the control is the customer, because he looks at like, it's like, hey, this is not anyone's office. I can do whatever I want. You know, I could disrespect him and not buy the car, or not even try to negotiate, or like just disrespect the guy. That's just how mentally stuff works. Now, guys, and the reason why Acura does this is because with no offices, because they want it to be family based feeling, which doesn't work. When you go to buy a car, you're doing a business transaction. You're not going to do a family dinner, okay? That's simple as that. You're doing a business transaction. And guys, here is the second reason, which is the second reason falls into all of the reasons. It's just one big reason of a lot of stuff to explain. The second reason is that Acura does not have any huge incentives. And let me explain why. Acura's price is literally at base. Like, in terms of whatever options come on that car, there's hardly any markup. If you look at the stickers, whatever comes out of the factory, there's hardly any markup in that price. So basically, there is no room to negotiate. Like, if you go to a BMW dealership, you could probably get a BMW for $15,000 less alone by just negotiating what you want in the car, what you don't like about it, or how much money you can take off, because the markup for all the options go high. Not so with Acura. Not so with Acura. With Acura, you get just 3 options to choose from, and those are the packages that come in. You cannot throw or add in packages, that's what I don't like. I mean, some people like, yeah, it makes it more simple. Well, for me, I want to build a car, and I want what I want in it, and I want what I want out of it. And Acura doesn't work. You just have 3 options to choose from. Whatever comes in the car comes, and that's it. And because of that, you can't really build packages and make a whole bunch of markup and sell it and negotiate. When I worked at Acura, I only sold 2 cars, and each car was $200. The rest I was getting paid $10 an hour just to try and sell a car. $200 for 1 month. So you saying that if I was only on commission, I would make only $400 to feed my family, which I'm a family by one. But I'm just saying in general, if you're an Acura salesman. So yes, guys, this is how it works, because Acura just doesn't have enough room where you can negotiate. There's hardly any profit because of that. Okay, there's hardly any profit for you to like get like commission. There's hardly any commission. So when the more you try to negotiate, there's hardly any more negotiating you could do. So on a brand new car, the most I've ever seen or had my manager to try to approve of negotiating was $600 of a new car. That's it. $600 off. That's it, which is literally nothing with how expensive cars are. Yeah, it's you save $600, you can do something with $600, but in today's world, $600 out of a $50,000 car is not really a lot. If it was $5,000 off, we're already talking you saved quite a bit of money. But like, guys, that's one of the reasons why it's so hard to work in an Acura dealership, because even if you do sell a lot of cars, you don't make as much money as if you have sold 20 Civics at a Honda dealership brand new, because you don't even need to have any sales skills. People buy them left and right. And of course, there's a whole bunch of markups. And what else I was going to say is that Acuras are actually pretty expensive now. Yes, they're a lot cheaper than BMW and all those other brands, but if you look Lexus and Acura together, Lexus is just a few or a couple $1,000s higher than Acura. And so when a customer comes to buy a brand new Acura, it's basically a fancy Honda with a just maximum of V6 with all-wheel drive versus a Lexus the V8 with all-wheel drive. So that's or a turbo engine, which is different. Now, they do have one turbo engine at Acura, but that's besides the point. What I'm saying is that the price is so high for an Acura that when customers try to negotiate to get a deal, they're like, why am I trying to negotiate for only $600? I'll just go down the street and buy a slightly used Lexus for a fair, better deal, you know, or just buy a brand new Lexus and save way more money than buying an Acura. So when customers do come, they're very few because they know that the Acura is so expensive, might as well go ahead and buy a Lexus or a BMW or an Infiniti or even a Jaguar. That's how many brackets, the price range that Acura actually falls into. And Lexus, I'll talk about this in another video, and Lexus is very similar to, as opposed to BMW's pricing. So that's why people might jump to BMW. That's another video that I might make in the future. So guys, I hope I explained pretty well. I hope you find this information sourceful, because this is from my own experience. Now, I am not bashing Mr. McDaniels. I am not bashing McDaniels companies. I'm not bashing McDaniels Acura, or even Acura as the brand. As a matter of fact, I think some of the Acuras that came out are cool and fun to drive. I'm just saying why it is not a good idea, why it's not a good job to start with as a salesperson at an Acura dealership, unless you know what you're doing. That is just what I'm saying. I'm not bashing anyone. I'm just trying to help out the person that's actually going to try to work there and save him some time. I'm gonna be like, hey, yes, I know Acura's probably like, you're thinking you're gonna make a ton of money on this luxurious car. Well, before you try Acura, why don't you go try to get some experience at Honda, Toyota, and other places before doing Acura. Go ahead and try to go to a place where cars are easier to sell, even if you make mistakes of your sales pitches. That's what I'm just saying. That's from my experience. I don't want to bash anyone. I don't like starting wars on YouTube. Never liked it. And I even deleted a video after I bashed someone accidentally because, you know, that's just how I am. I will do that. So, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yeah, there you go. Thumbs up. And yes, I'll see you guys next time, or you'll see me next time because I can't obviously see you. And all right, thanks for watching the video. Bye.
Not canceled.
Guys, I'm Eddie B.
2064 turn right. This particular package, drive an attempt on the 6 Series.